Hello again my friends, lots of brand new Warmind gameplay for you to check out. We're going to look at a tasty new exotic submachine gun, the Huckleberry, from the Tex Mechanica weapon foundry. That's the same foundry that made Last Word. We're also going to look at the new exotic catalyst slot that unlocks cool new perks for your exotic weapons. I'm going to break down the new PvE endgame activity, Escalation Protocol. If you like horde modes, you're going to love this. Plus some of the insane new weapons you'll be able to earn from this activity. This shotty is a full auto beast, I highly recommend it. You'll also be able to enjoy a tasty little montage of the brand new Javelin, a crazy projectile weapon that you'll be able to wield during Escalation Protocol, and of course, a look at some of the new armor. I mean, what's a new expansion without new armor, right? And finally, this nifty new multi-emote wheel that allows you to assign any 4 emotes you like to your D-pad. There's a hell of a lot to talk about, so let's get the F into this. First up, the new exotic SMG, the Huckleberry. Nothing in the world that 30 rounds can't solve. Its intrinsic perk is called Ride the Ball, and I gotta say, it's pretty crazy. A great perk for those of you who love close quarter combat. Increased rate of fire and recoil when the trigger is held. Kills with this weapon reload a portion of the magazine. Successful melee hits reloads the magazine and starts a 10-second timer. Melee kills extend the timer. While the perk is active, this weapon gains an increased rate of fire, more damage, and improved stats. Now this weapon also has fluted barrel, ricochet rounds, rampage, and short action stock. But here's where things start to get really interesting. Exotic weapons now have a catalyst slot. To get your hands on this exotic catalyst, you'll need to complete a quest. The Huckleberry catalyst can be found through heroism in the most challenging adventures. The Risk Runner catalyst can be found in strikes against the most challenging opponents. Each exotic weapon will have a different task for you to fulfill to acquire the catalyst, and once the catalyst is slotted into the weapon, you'll unlock useful bonus perks for your exotic. Next up, we have the new Warmind game mode, Escalation Protocol. It's an endgame activity with a recommended power level of 380. Think of it as the mother of all public events, a horde mode with 7 grueling levels. Each level has 4 stages that you'll need to clear before moving on to the next level. And here's its official description. Rasputin has drawn out the Hive to end their threat once and for all. Brave the horde and leave nothing standing. So yeah, once you're on Mars, you'll need to activate a glowing beacon to kick off the Escalation Protocol. Like I said, each level has 4 stages you'll need to complete before you can move on to the next level. Stage 1, kill all incoming Hive before the timer runs out. Stage 2, locate and disable the Shadow Rift. This is basically like capturing a zone in PvP. Stage 3, again take out all the incoming Hive before the timer expires, and Stage 4, defeat all the Hive bosses. If all 4 stages are completed successfully, you'll then need to locate and activate the next Rasputin beacon before the time expires to kick off level 2. And yes, level 2 has the same 4 stages, and like I said, there are 7 levels until the final boss. So yeah, that's a hell of a lot of killing you'll need to do, and it's all against the clock. Stick around until the end of the video to see the completion of all 4 stages of level 1. Next up, we're going to look at the weapons you'll be able to earn from Escalation Protocol. Loot will drop after completing level 3, 5, and 7. Next up, we're going to talk about the new Escalation Protocol weapon, the Javelin. To unlock this weapon, you'll need a Rasputin Armory code. You'll then need to locate a grid where this weapon spawns. Use the token and you'll get to use the Javelin for 20 seconds. It's devastating. Let's have a look at a little montage. And as promised, here's that Escalation Protocol gameplay. Enjoy!
Weird Warmind pillar, swarm of angry hive. Looks like fun. Let's mix it up. Here come the thrall. Barely even skin and bones, but they're still a big enough target. Guardian down.
Tougher than the last wave, right? Apparently that's the idea. Now that they're immune to his Siberian entropy protocol, Rasputin's trying to straight up exterminate the hive.
Wouldn't a Golden Age AI have a more efficient way to thin their numbers?
I asked him the same thing. He hasn't gotten back to me.